So it's the next day. I didn't get to finish the tour and give you garden 2. So let's head there right now. Outside garden 2. It is a wild garden indeed. We are trying to get this whole gate situation worked out. We had the rabbits. We have rabbits now. We didn't have them before. And they have been getting in. So this fence is literally a deer fence, which they chewed through. A wire fence, which was to keep the chickens out. And now a chicken wire fence to keep the rabbits out. Seems like we're working. It hasn't gone all the way around yet. It goes around the corner behind that stack of solar panels. There's a green chicken wire fence that goes along that side, and then more wire chicken wire fence starts at the corner, but I haven't gotten it actually hooked together yet. This gate, I don't know how I feel about this gate. It's okay. It doesn't really sit well on its own. I'll probably have to connect these end poles right here to this so that they stay sturdy, because they just kind of wobble around. So I think if I connect it to the pole, that'll help keep the gate sturdy. I am in the process of getting my son to take up all the wood chips that I had my class put down because I don't like them. They start to grow weeds. And we're not great with weeds here. There's a lot of stuff. I don't have a whole lot of time. Thought I was working less this summer. I'm not. Like right there, I'm going to yank all that up this afternoon or tomorrow when I get back. It's just on the edge, growing around the black. But I want it out, of course. Tomatoes, we'll just start here. This is where the bed with the garlic was in. And now it has a volunteer potato plant, which technically I probably should have pulled up. They don't go well with tomato plants, but it is what it is. I let it go. I'm hoping these are my buttermilk falls, because those were the ones we loved last year, and they did not start this year. Any of the seeds I had did not take. These are some they're supposed to be Aunt Ruby's green giants right here. Again, we never know sometimes when we package say one thing and then something else pops up. I'm not sure what this one is. The tag is facing the other way, but there's 2 or 3 of these plants. These are either Wisconsin 55s or I don't know. But everything I've been better this year when it comes to the pruning. Looks like I lost one over there. I'm going to have to fix that. I've been pruning off, trying to get as many suckers as I can so they don't grow up into other plants. And we have tons and tons of tomatoes that are waiting to ripen. And since it's finally cooling off a little bit, I think they will ripen soon. At least I hope so. Oh, this one's stuck between. Oh, and it even fell off. It was already off. I didn't do that. I'll take it with me. It was seriously plant and the wire. Several different tomato plants here. My lemon basil, one of several very large ones that I have growing. I'm going to cut that. Probably not today because I'm running a little late. Onions, I'm going to pull these out. I might pull these out when I'm done this video because it's going to rain again. And you want to try to pull some out when they're dry. Same over here. I believe they need to be pulled out. I'm not the best with onions yet. I'm still learning. But these leaves are dead, so they need to come out. Here I planted what was supposed to be white turnips. I don't know what the freak they are. See, they're not. They're not the round ones. I don't know. And the ones over there, same thing. I planted some on the other side. They're not the round ones either. They're these weird shogun pointy turnips or something that someone sent me. That wasn't supposed to be that's not what I asked for. This is just the other side. Like I said, I guess I missed this one. So I'm going to get this up before I go. Some purple basil in here, some weeds. Tomatillo plant that is being attacked by probably cucumber beetles. Lemon basil. More turnips. Like I said, this on this side apparently got way more sun. They grew a lot bigger, but they grow more leaves than anything. So I have got to figure out this turnip situation because I love my white globe turnips, and I got some of them. I thought I was planting the same seeds again. Apparently I wasn't. Over here, unfortunately, there are pepper plants in here, but they're being overtaken by a gazillion volunteer Mexican sour gherkins. So these are some spicy peppers right there. I'm not too sad. Some more spicy peppers right there. Amidst the sour gherkins. I need to pull this dill plant out. It's about to drop all them seeds. Take this out and lay it on the ground. There we go. All right. There's more pepper plants in here. These seem to be doing a little better than the, I don't know, they're about the same. They're not getting very big. They're growing, but they're not growing substantially. This is, it's turning yellow. I have to cut those leaves off. That is the apple crystal cucumber. It's growing all up in here. Looks good. Oh, the dog's in here. Hello, Kamaria. More lemon basil, more red basil. Say hi, Kamaria. Say I'm a big dog. Last year, if you look back, I was a tiny dog. More tomato plants. Again, the varieties are not what I can see at the moment. Plum, lemon, maybe. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at my phone to see what those are. I was supposed to have some, what are they called? Melons growing over there. This broke off completely. Crap, and it's gonna rain. All right, this is gonna be a really fast garden tour. Eggplants are growing very well over here. There were some, melons I had started too shady. So I planted some on the other side of the garden the other day, some seeds. They only take 70 to 90 days, so they should be fine. We still have a lot of growing time left. It's only July 22nd, 3rd, 4th, I don't know. Over here, cucumbers not doing great. I'm gonna really hope that when I plant some more in August, that all the cucumber beetles and squash bugs are gone. I've gotten a couple little cucumbers off of them. Over here I have Soho longs. Apparently they're resistant to the squash bugs. So they're starting to grow. But everything else is just a mystery. My lemon cucumbers don't seem to be doing anything either. And now they're all starting to look like they get that disease. And tomatoes from the other side growing over right here need to be hooked up. It's constant with the tomatoes and holding them up. And this was held up, I thought, but now it's not. So again, is someone taking off my Velcro in the middle of the night? I don't see any on the ground, so it's not like it's falling. This is, I don't know, lemon something, or I don't know, it's very kind of variegated looking. And then there's some ox heart in there. They're big. 2 plants of those. I'm taking you guys all over in crazy circles. My poor hardy kiwi is still growing without its line on this side. We have put the hooks in. There's just no line yet. Raspberries are still kind of coming. They're probably going to be stopping soon because we are not picking them like we're supposed to. Corn, and it has tassels. I didn't see tassels yesterday. So corn, and there's beans growing. I tried to do that thing where the beans grow up the corn. Well, where the beans were really growing, the corn wasn't. So we have a ton of beans over here. These are all shelling beans. Look at this. That's so cool. You wait till they dry out and you shell them and you cook them for dried beans. But the corn didn't grow over here. 2 stalks grew where these guys were. And then I've got these stalks here, but then the corn didn't grow in here. There's a little bit like they're trying to take off in there. But again, we still have time. Potatoes. Oh, these guys are going to be ready to pull. I guess our next really dry day, I'll come over here and start pulling these guys. Just make sure nothing is exposed to the sun. It looks like everything's still undercover, but these guys look like they're ready. They're ready. More hardy kiwi. Let me just say, I am not looking at my camera, so I really hope I was showing you the potatoes 10 seconds ago. It's exciting with the beans. I've never done them before. Still, these beautiful raspberries. Whoop. There we go. Oh my God, they're so yummy. Oh, the blackberries. I have to show you the blackberries. They're totally on the other side. Tomatillos look like they're growing pretty good. Not ready yet. Squash plants. I got 1 little squash off of 1 plant. It looks like I have some growing. I did not mean to plant this many squash plants, if you remember from my previous early video. it just happened that there was way more plants in the thing I bought than I thought, and all my plants were eaten. Back down that aisle where that ox heart tomato is, a lot more tomatoes, some carrots that need to come up. Right here, these are all my volunteer tomato plants lying on the ground. Came out the side of the box over there. This is just a mess. And over here on the side, I believe, I don't know what kind these are. I want to say they are probably Cherokee purple. We'll give them some more time. Everything's starting to blush now. These need support. Oh, fence is holding them up, but I ran into a spider web. But these, I'm gonna start pulling these carrots out and see what we get. That'll be another video. On this side, we have some string beans, some chard, which all needs to be cut. This garden is starting to get away from me. And then there's some, these are also volunteer plants that I actually moved over there. I thought I got this one pulled up last night. I didn't. I will try again. The list continues to grow. I don't feel like climbing over them. Pepper plants. So I apparently got caught in that pepper gate that I was hearing about, where the manufacturers mislabeled plants. These two right here are supposed to be purple, sweet purple peppers. They're not. I don't know what they are. These are supposed to be purple peppers. They're not, obviously. I don't know if they're spicy. I don't know what they are at all. Then we have some green peppers growing in here. Some banana peppers over here. My shih-tzus were on the other side. I'm not sure if they actually grew. Some Jimmy Nardilis. Some more I just threw in the other day. What's that one? Those are the little banana sweet peppers. Oh, banana sweet peppers. That'd be nice if they're all banana sweet peppers, since I may not have any shih-tzus. Over here, garbanzo beans. There is one. Oh, look at that. So hopefully these bushes will get a lot bigger. They were a lot bigger last year when I planted them near the end. I'm not sure what I planted right there in the middle. Some kind of melon or watermelon, or I don't know. I don't know. I planted them and I forgot to put it into my planting app like I usually do. Over here, a bunch of mint, and of course, like I said, these were volunteers that I moved over to here. They were not over here. They were on the other bed. And I was like, why not? So I moved them over here. Cherokee, Chadwick cherries. I'm not sure what these are. They might be, there's so many. These might be, they're way too big for Chadwick cherries, so these might be, I don't know, they might be purple, Cherokee purples. We'll find out. Here, I know these guys are my peaches. I'm glad that I got those, because they couldn't get those to start this year either. All my favorite ones from last year would not start this year. I don't know what those are, but they're really big. They might be Wisconsin 55s or big reds, I think is what I had last year. Other side, I am in the trellis, if you didn't notice. Other side of the trellis, my zucchini is kind of starting to grow. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I trapped you last night under the hose. My bad. Wait, let me just eat these. Scrub. Oh my god, they're so sweet. So, even though they will vine when they have the whatever they're called to help them vine, you have to help them vine. So I got to get these guys in here so it goes up and not on the ground. So we're finally getting squash plants that are growing. They look good. I hope they make it, because we're near the end of that time frame. They need 100+ days, and I would really have to start something like yesterday to make it grow and ripen before the end of the season. We got butternut squash in here, spaghetti squash down here. I think that colorful variegated one right there is a banana, pink banana, or it's the trombonzino. I don't know. Yeah, that's how good I am. I didn't get the rest of this emptied out. This is supposed to be more squash. Over here, we have some okra growing amongst a whole lot of chives. I was going to plant some beans in here. I still might. We have lots of time for beans. So I think I was trying to find my pole beans the other day and I could not. But this is the okra. This is the Brussels sprouts that were killed off by the bunnies twice. I don't know if I have any Brussels starting to grow. Looks like I might. They're supposed to be a short plant as opposed to some of the bigger ones. This is helping with a lot of the bugs. I'm gonna have to pull those weeds. They're next to the chard. But it looks good. It looks decent right now. Some potted tomato plants. If you ever have potted tomato plants, make sure you give them lots of water because they dry out really fast. These potatoes need to be pulled. I was going to have my son do it last night, but he was doing a different job, so we didn't get to it. But I'm going to pull these. Absolutely need to come out. Finally didn't have to go and work. So these are more of the Brussels sprouts. They had been killed off like 3 or 4 times by the rabbits, but they look like they're coming back, so I've left them. But they are getting all the attention of the caterpillar moths. So those are a bunch of eggs on that one, or poop, which means that if I look carefully enough, I'll probably find the worm or worms on here. I don't see it right yet. It's a lot of poop, but stay on that plant. I'll rinse it off later. Up here are some black beans, I think, that are starting to grow. And there's tomatoes, plants in here, because the black beans originally were dug up and eaten. Because this is my life here this year, where all my seeds are being dug up and eaten. This is that cool new orange plum from Burpee. So I can't wait to see that keep going. Watermelons along here. I'm okay with them going in the pathway. That was kind of the plan. This is like one of the widest sections. These are regular Amish paste, and one of the other Amishy pasty tomatoes. I staked them up last night, most of them. Yeah. Oh, and there's also some kidney beans trying to grow in there. I think they'll grow better now that I cut a whole bunch of the tomatoes back, because they're in there, but they just weren't getting enough light. I'm going to come back and do a little bit more, maybe tonight or tomorrow, but that's what's in there. I think I showed you the whole garden. I don't know. If I missed something, please ask in the comments. If you have a comment about something I'm doing, please comment. What do you think? If it doesn't look like it's right or it's gonna work, or ask me what in the world are you doing, I might reply with, I don't honestly know sometimes. Oh, what happened here? Had about 3 come off of that plant already that were good. I don't know what happened with that one. I don't know if I showed this bed real quick. I don't know. This bed has tomato plants that are full. I've been trying to trim them down, but they're short. I don't know. They're supposed to be. Okay, look at the difference. This is what happens when you prune. So these did not get pruned when they were supposed to be pruned, when I pruned everything else like 4 weeks ago. All these guys were pruned at least 4 to 6 weeks ago. See how tall they are? As far as I know, these are indeterminate, so they should be growing just as tall. But look how short they are. They started to grow out instead. So I got in here yesterday and tried to get some of those bottom leaves off and cut off some suckers, which unfortunately suckers are actually starting to grow fruit. So they might stay small and squat, which isn't horrible. But, oh, if you look down there, you can see. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. Down there, that plant right there, it has 3 stems and it's split. Now, big deal, not really, because if that stem hits the ground, it'll just make more roots and it'll keep growing. But this is not what I want. I didn't want them to do that. So I really needed to cut the bottoms off. There are beans in here that, again, were also eaten down by the rabbits like 2 or 3 times. Oh, a couple of beets are in there. Check on those later. But right now I need to go feed Kamaria. It's a garden tour. I didn't do the front. The front just has strawberries growing, calla lilies. That's really it out front. A bunch of strawberry plants. We're pulling strawberries off still because we have the ever-bearing strawberries, which means that they literally will make strawberries almost all summer. like 3 or 4 different flushes, and we're on like flush 2.5 right now. Here is our Sixilla that needs a good weed whacking. Blueberries all around it. We had 4 blueberry plants right here this year that gave us a good amount of blueberries. Nothing enough for our family because we eat blueberries like they're going out of style. But we were able to get blueberries off of it, and then we went blueberry picking at like an official blueberry place where their blueberries are as big as my yard. So blackberries, I will show you the blackberries really quick. Kamaria, I'll show you the, oh, come on. So last year we got 5 blackberries. There were 2 plants. And here we go. These are our blackberries. We just did a picking the other day. These aren't even big. Yeah, they're not coming off yet. They're not ready. So we picked a lot of them off, and I can post a picture of what we picked. A lot. There's just a lot, and they're still growing. And when they're ripe, I'm trying to find one in the back that we might have missed. Oh, that one's probably ripe. When they're ripe, they are so sweet. So sweet. And they're still trying to grow, and we're trying to keep them covered just because of the birds that live in the bushes next door. And unfortunately, all my lacewings, which are good bugs, are like trapped under here. I'm trying to let them out. But yeah, looks like it's gonna rain. Tons and tons of blackberries. And we thought we were gonna be covering with baggies. Please. 5 million baggies we'd need. Nope, we just put a big, I can't even, oh, watch out, doggy. But yeah, so that was our blackberry plant. So I'm gonna go in and feed this dog. Greenhouse still in broken pieces. Now mosquitoes and bugs and everything get in there, and it still looks a hot mess, as you saw earlier. But thank you for joining us. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you later. Bye.